Hello. You've caught me eating my lunch. Very rude to talk with my mouth full, I am sorry. Anyway, coffee shop is open. I haven't got a coffee today. I've got one of these. Pucker tea bag. Lemon, what is it? Lemon, ginger and Manuka honey from Pucker. They weren't cheap. Supposed to be being frugal. They weren't cheap. £4 for 20. How much does that work out? A tea bag. £2 for 10. 20p a cup. Plus the cost of boiling the water. Anyway, it is very nice. And those are for special treats. Anyway, if you don't know who I am Ashley here at Paper&Twine. I've got very hot all of a sudden, so I can take my cardigan off. If you saw me yesterday, I'm here again like a bad smell. I did a woolly pod yesterday and I showed my cowl. It is very big and I can't get it all in shot. That's an improvement, isn't it? Yes, but sorry, I just patted you then. Yes, so give Barry your order. Let him know what you would like to eat. I can't believe it's February the 2nd. Soup of the day today is a lovely one. I've got a ham, cheese, rocket and tomato chutney sandwich, no butter on it, 20 grams of cheese, very finely grated with a microplane, which makes it go a long way. I'm a bit hyper today. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm getting through my jobs. Anyway, soup of the day today. You'll like this. If you're lactose intolerant, I'm not sure whether this will be one for you or not. Is lactose just dairy or is it all kinds of milky things? Let me know. But today is red onion soup with goat's cheese toasts. Doesn't that sound lovely? I'm going to have a go at making some of these soups today, or get Barry to anyway. So you can have a ham, cheese, rocket, tomato chutney sandwich, or you can have the soup, or you can have both. Do comment down below what drink you're having today, so I'll make sure I get it in for the next time you're here if I haven't got it already. And Kaz, I'll put a broom at Barry's what's it so that you're not waiting too long. All right. Okay, so as I'm filming this today, Wednesday the 1st of February, there is some strike action. Teachers are going on strike for the first time in a long time, and apparently it's the biggest walkout of teachers in a very long time. Now, the school that I work at 3 days a week isn't closed today. It isn't closed to students. But I was in Costa Coffee yesterday and I was sitting there knitting and earwigging, as I do. And I heard somebody say, well, I don't know why the teachers are going on strike. They earn all right money. Well, let me put it out there that teachers aren't necessarily going on strike because of pay, or not solely because of pay. Now, if you don't live in the UK, to be a teacher, you have to be a graduate. You need to have gone to university and studied for a minimum of 3 years. Most teachers have studied for 4. So you either go and do a Bachelor of Education, which is traditionally a 4-year course, or you go and do a 3-year degree and you do a postgraduate course, which is a certificate of secondary education, or certificate of education. Yeah, postgraduate certificate of education, PGCE. That's what I've got. So I've got a degree and I've got a PGCE. And with tuition fees at £9,500 a year, that is an awful lot of debt to be starting a career in, a graduate career. And compared to other graduate careers, such as medicine and law, teachers don't earn that much. Compared to other graduate professions, teachers work very long hours. There is a misconception that teachers work from 9 till 3. They don't. A lot of schools require you to be on site from 8:30. A lot of schools start their day at that time in the morning And obviously, as well as the teaching, you've got your planning, preparation and assessment to do. And that is what teachers are striking over, that the demands on teachers in terms of the rigour of their planning these days is absolutely bizarre. And I go back to when I was in teaching, when I was at the height of my teaching career, I guess, in middle management, my kids were at nursery or before school club, and nursery opened at 8 o'clock and closed at 6. So that dictated my working hours. I couldn't get to work until I dropped my kids off at nursery. I had to leave to be able to pick them up at 6 o'clock. I would be the last parent there to pick them up. I'd stretch it till 6:05. I'd be the earliest there. I'd get him in at 7:55 to 8, and I'd like throw him at the staff at the nursery or before school club and dash to the car and drive hell for leather. For what? To sort out other people's children. I was putting other people's children before my own at one point in my career. And for what? It hasn't benefited anybody. It certainly hasn't benefited me, and it certainly hasn't benefited my children. When my children were older and I was at the end of my career, I don't want to go into it too much because it's quite painful for me, but I was quite often the last one out of the school, planning, evidence of what progress kids have made in lessons, because management wanted to say, well, where have they made progress? How can you evidence that? And being a practical subject, it was quite difficult. So trying to find that evidence, because I was under a lot of scrutiny. And the caretaker would be there. Come on, Mrs. Thompson, it's 7 o'clock, I want to lock up. So if teachers actually worked for the hours they are supposed to get paid for, they are contracted to work 1,265 hours a year. That is what they're contracted to work for. And if you divide that number between the salary, then that is quite a good hourly rate of pay. If you put in all the holidays that people work, all the weekends and evenings that people work. One of the art teachers I support, she says she could earn more working in Lidl or Aldi than she does teaching. So it isn't just about the pay, it is about the conditions, all of that extra stuff that there's always a to-do list which never ever gets done. This coffee shop drivel is not going the way I wanted it to today, but the point is that these people were saying, I don't know why teachers are going on strike. And I appreciate that if you have young children and you work and your child's school is closed and you haven't got other arrangements other than to look after that child yourself at home and take a day off work unpaid or a day's holiday, it is going to cause you bother. But then strike action should be disruptive, because it needs to make people sit up and take notice, in my opinion. Didn't want to get political, didn't want to get but loads of you have turned off now. Anyway, the other thing that needs to be addressed in this country as a whole is the behaviour of young people in school, and their engagement in learning and their attitude towards their education is, quite frankly, in a lot of schools I've been in over the last 5 years, shocking, absolutely shocking. I was lucky enough, I think it was 2011, to go to Uganda for a week to a youth conference, and I was shown around some villages and schools and their attitude to education, because they had to pay for it. Their parents had to scrimp and save to get uniform. If they hadn't got uniform, they couldn't go to school. Their attitude to education, they saw it as a way out. They saw it as a benefit. A lot of young people in this country don't. It's a chore. I hate school, it's boring. I mean, the government have got a lot to answer to for there. Let teachers just get on and do their job. Anyway, 9.5 minutes in and I've whittled on about education, sorry. Let's do a giveaway draw. So we will draw for this card first of all. I made this in a video about a fortnight ago now, I guess, and it's using stamps from Simply Cards and Paper Crafts with some Frantage and a Tim Holtz piece of ephemera here and paper dolls. Couldn't get it out. I had 6 people comment brothers. There were more people commented than that, but these people commented brother or brothers. So we've got number 1, Kath S, number 2, Monica McClusker, 3, Anne Lane, 4, Purple Nana, 5, Claire Williams, and 6, Sheila Young. So here is the duck race. Good luck, everybody. I know you all like these ducks. I'm too mean to upgrade to the other to the premium where you get more of these races that aren't ducks. My tea's nice. Getting the ginger. Oh, here's number 6 coming. Here we go, and it's number 6. So number 6 is Sheila Young. Now oh, shut up, duck. Hold on. Let me just turn the sound down. I don't know Sheila. I don't know whether she's a subscriber. I hope she is. But Sheila, I will leave my email in the description box if you can email me your address and I'll get that sent to you. Okay, the other, I'll make an envelope as well, obviously. The other giveaway was from the Paper&Twine 2 years on. You had to comment the word blue, and depending on who wins this will depend on what I send. I don't know what I'm going to send, but it'll be something nice. And I've got 29 people commented there, so I'll just give you a chance to have a look at that. Let me just mark. Where's my red pen gone? I can't find my red pen. Hold on. Oh dearie me. Hold on, we'll do it in blue. So Sheila won that. Yeah, so there's the people here, look. All these people here and over the page here. Okay, so that's 29 numbers. Race again. Clear. Hold on. I'll come back to you. Okay, so hopefully you can see 30 seconds, 29 numbers. Here we go. Oh, set and start. Good luck, everybody. They've got a lot of nice little hats and costumes on, haven't they? You need your woolly hat today. Sun's trying to come out now. Number 8. Oh, I like this black duck out in front. Look at his little Mohican. And there's a little policeman duck there. Number 22's coming out. God, I sound very brummy today. It's because I've been on the phone to me mum and dad. Oh, policeman duck's coming through. Policeman duck has done it. Number 15. Let's have a look and see who that is. So number 15 is Lorna Callaghan. I've got your address, Lorna, so I shall send that to you. Just make a little note there. I'll get that in the post. Actually no, I'll send, because I know you're a crafter, I'll send you some crafting goodies. So well done, Sheila. As I say, I'm not familiar with you. You're very welcome here and I'm glad that you've won, but I don't have your contact details, so if you can email me your address, I will get that card and envelope sent out to you ASAP. Lorna, what would you like? Would you like me to make you something? Would you like me to just send you a collection of crafty goodies, ephemera and bits and pieces? Let me know. Oh, now I need your help. And you're very good at this. A lot of you that watch are very kind, compassionate crafters. One of my subscribers is going through an absolutely awful time at the moment, and I did mention this. I think it was either at the start of this year or maybe around Christmas time. It's not my place to say why, but this subscriber is Judith. So Judith, I'm sending a shout out to you. We all need to give Judith a big hug because things are not good for her at the moment, and she's been a stalwart supporter of my channel right from the early days. And this is where I need your help. She's going through a rotten time. I know you don't know her, but I thought it'd be really nice if we all sent her a card. Those of you that are able to. And the way I'm going to do this, if you would like to, and there is absolutely no obligation because I know people are strapped for time, they're strapped for cash. if you are able to make her a little card and send it to me, second class post will be absolutely fine. Make it small letter. If I get any in, I will post them on to her on our behalf because I've got her address. Judith, I hope that's all right. Might not get any. Well, you'll get one from me. But yeah, and I'm going to leave it open. Let's say a month. Okay, so 2nd of February, 2nd of March. I'll post off what I've got on the 2nd of March. So it gives you a month to send it to me, to make something and send it to me. But I just thought that would be a really nice gesture because you've all looked after me and you've all been really nice to me, but I know you're nice to each other as well. So that would be a really lovely thing to do. Now, how is my frugal life going? Well, it is the end of the month, or was the end of the month, and I've looked on my bank account and I've looked at the money in versus the money out, and there is a surplus of over £200. So that is going to go into some little savings. And I've decided that because I didn't have a lot of money going in January compared to what I normally would, because of when I went back to work and I had a couple of weeks that were 2-day weeks instead of 3-day weeks. I didn't have quite as much money going in as I might normally in a month. And I have got a little bit of a surplus in my bank account on top of that. And I've worked out all of my outgoings for the year. Oh, and at this point, I need to give a shout out to what Vivi did next. She has really inspired me to take control of my finances. I'll leave her linked down below. She is a woman probably of a similar age to me, probably slightly younger, an ex-nurse. She's got a lovely channel. She gave up work a few years ago, and she's very lucky. She's paid off her mortgage. She lives in central London, or lives in London, which we know is horrifically expensive, and she catalogues her life. She's got an allotment. She grows a lot of her own vegetables, but basically she is really frugal, and she inspired me to kind of sit down and have a look at all of my outgoings. I knew that I wasn't living beyond my means, but I knew that I was being profligate. And although I was saving £100 a month, I could probably have afforded to save a bit more. So I've looked at all of my outgoings, including things like the monthly window cleaner, my craft workshop, which has gone up to £12 a month now, and I've totted it all up and I've divided it by 12. So I've looked at my monthly outgoings, my quarterly outgoings, which is the TV license, and my yearly outgoings, which is things like blues, vet's appointment, and a subscription for my dad's private eye. I get him that for Christmas, part of his Christmas present. So I've totted it all up, divided it by 12, and I've worked out that I should be able to, as well as pay that every month, pay those outgoings as and when they come in, I should be able to save enough every month to actually plan ahead for next year. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm looking at a savings account, and I think I'm going to go with just my bank, one of my bank ones, I think. I don't know yet, but with my small lump sum that I've got, I'm going to invest in a cash ISA, I think, with my small little lump sum. So I'm quite excited that I feel on top of my spending. Now, yesterday was a bit of a challenge because I wanted to go for a walk. It was quite nice. And I thought I'll treat myself to a coffee because I am a coffee nut. I love going to Cafe Nero and sitting with my knitting and having a little sandwich or a cake and watching the world go by. So I did that, and it was going to be challenging. And I wanted to go to Marks and Spencer's as well, and I wanted to look in Hobbycraft. I'll tell you about that in a minute. I've got a new obsession. But it was a little bit of a minefield wandering around the shops when you're trying not to buy anything. So the good news was that, well, the bad news was that Cafe Nero was closed, which is a shame because I'd got a thing on my card for my next drink was free. So I went over the road to another shopping centre and went to Costa. And the good news there was that the toasted sandwich that I wanted was half price. So that was all right. But I looked in Home Sense. I was looking for tissue paper or gift bags. And I bought a really, really lovely gift bag. But I bought some things I didn't need. I'm not going to show you them now, but I bought some ribbon. I bought some napkins. And if I factor in the coffee and sandwich, I spent £20 something yesterday. I could have said, yeah, £20.70 or something. I could have saved £2.40. I only needed to spend £2.49 because I needed a gift bag for somebody, which cost me £2.49. It's beautiful. So I could have saved 18 quid. Yeah. So I would like some black jeggings. I've got some chocolate brown ones, but I would like some black ones. And I looked in Marks and Spencer's and they'd got my size and they'd got the leg length and they're £17.50. But I thought, actually, I'm going to hold on a bit because hopefully either later this season or in the summer, Marks and Spencer's will have this thing again where I think it was £25 if you spent £30 or something. You got all these goodies. So like we've got, I haven't opened this yet, got Clinique Moisture Surge. This I'm using all the time. Well, once a week I'm using this on my hair to repair dry hair. I use this to set my makeup. And there's like 160 quid's worth of stuff in here. And everything's getting a bit low. And I know that it'll be different this year. What's this I've got here? Cream for your arms, ageless upper arm cream. I've started using that. And there's something else upstairs. But I thought, well, hang fire. I don't need those black jeggings yet. It is a want rather than a need. But I also want that. So if I combine it, then that's good, isn't it? And hopefully I'll be more into my frugality by then, if that makes sense, and I will really question whether I need it or not. I bet you're ever so glad you tuned in today, aren't you? Yes. Anyway, what should we talk about now? Oh, what's in my Etsy shop? Well, it is not long until Valentine's Day and I have got lots of cards, and I'm just going to move you back a bit. Oh, I've just disturbed you. But I thought we'd have a little refresh. These are all the things that are in my Etsy shop at the moment. I've got all these cards. So they could be for Valentine's, they could be for any occasion. But I'll just put a couple on here. This, look at the sheepies, pink sheepies. They're very clean and simple. And all of these have got free postage. Let's just see if I can, they're all pink and red because they're Valentine's, but I've got lots on there, so go and have a look if you're in the market for a Valentine's card. Look, that's nice. You melt my heart. Sorry for the glare you're getting on these. Yeah, so those are all Valentine's ones. I saw these, that's quite cute, barcode. So these have all got free postage at the moment. Anything new that I put into my shop is not going to have free postage because I just can't afford it with the prices that I charge for my cards. Mother's Day coming up in March. A mail card. Another mail card. These need to go into little bags. But these are on my shop, I think. Or maybe those ones aren't actually that aren't in bags. But these, they will be. Yeah, all sorts of things. And, yeah, go and have a little look. Because you never know, you might find something that you like. And I've also got a little bit of jewellery on there. These are little pendants that I made. So I'll get it out of its little bag. If I can get into it. Oh. Deary me, deary me. Right, so this one is a round one. It's about 2.5 inches in diameter, and that is resin, and it's acrylic pouring on canvas, coated in resin, and they're silver plated. It's either a 16 or an 18-inch chain. I've got some little heart ones. These are, I think it's Woolly Steph has used these paints recently on her channel. They're Pebeo Prismate paints or moon paints, and I did this ages ago. I must get mine out actually, have a little play with them. But I've got various heart ones. But yeah, go and have a look. Go and have a look. Custom would be very much appreciated, because I did have a little flurry of selling things last year. But yes, I haven't updated. Oh, I like this one. This one's really delicate. Love the colours on that. Really nice for summer. Really nice for summer. Yeah, so I should tidy all those up in a minute. But then I need to get making some more things for my Etsy shop. Got some ideas. And now I talked a little bit about my new obsession. I went to Hobbycraft. I was very disappointed. I'm not going to bother going to Hobbycraft again, I don't think. I never seem to get what I want in Hobbycraft. What does anybody else think? You know, I help out at an arts and crafts class at school on a after school. It's an after school club. And we've done all kinds of things, but we've just started macrame. Oh, I remember doing it as a kid in the 1970s, and my dad was really mean. He bought really horrible, hairy garden twine instead of the nice, smooth string. But we're making macrame stars. So, of course, I've been on Pinterest and opened up a whole can of worms there and started a new board. I've got that many boards on Pinterest. And I want to make a little macrame heart keychain thing, and I thought I'd get a little bit of cord. None in Hobbycraft. Something that's really big and on trend, Hobbycraft could not supply me with what I needed for a big major crafting trend. So that was a shame, wasn't it? So I'm going to have a look at some of the yarn that I've got. It might be too thin, but while I'm practicing, yeah, or I might just get some cheap string from Poundland or something and try with that first before I kind of graduate onto macrame cord. But that's that. So, ooh, now I did sit down, I think it was on Monday, and I went through what I've spent on crafting and on knitting. So I broke it down. Knitting is a figure, paper crafting is a figure. It's absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. I've broken it down month by month. And I cannot believe how much I've spent. I will share it with you, but not today. I wonder if you can guess how much I've spent on crafting in 2022. The person who gets closest, I'll send them something. But I'm ashamed. I'm very pleased that so far this year on crafting, I've spent, is it £47 or something? And yeah, there's going to be no major purchases. No major purchases this year. It's just black card, white card adhesive. Yeah, so that, or maybe black ink if I run out of that. The things that you use, the consumables. But I'm not going to buy any paper. I'm not going to buy any Lavinia stamps. I saw that Tim Holtz has got a new colour out. Couldn't get my words out then. Not going to buy it. I don't think it's limited edition. It'll still be there next year. Not going to buy it at the moment. Although interestingly, when I was doing one of my videos, I was talking about a shade of grey, and blue tit's just flown into the tree, which is lovely. And I said, oh, there aren't many shades of grey, and I think it is hickory smoke and pumice stone, but now there's this new one, and I can't even remember what the new colour's called. But anyway, I'm not even going to give you a Barry update today. He's very morose in the kitchen. He hasn't broken any mugs out of anger recently, but I'm going to leave it there because, oh, I've been on a rant, haven't I? I've been on a rant. So yeah, comment down below what you think I've spent on craft in 2022. The person who gets closest, I will send them a little something out of my craft stash. If you're not a crafter, I'll send you something else. I'm going to leave it there because I have whittled on for absolutely ages, and yesterday was a long video as well. But do take care, everybody. I'll be back soon. Bye now.